The year was 2001. Of course, the year was now 5 years ago, and it's just shocking of how time goes by that fast. But we're not here to talk about 2021. We're talking about one of the movies that was released in February 2021, February 12th to be exact. So on that day, you might have seen a movie with the title, you guessed it, Willy's Wonderland. You might have saw Nicolas Cage on the cover and you thought, oh, it must be some knockoff movie of Five Nights at Freddy's, and they must have hired Nicolas Cage for that. And then you're like, okay, fine, let's give it a watch. It says it's free. And so you watch it, and then you realize you just watched peak cinema. That's exactly what I thought. Well, I actually really wanted to watch this movie back when the trailer came out on Halloween Day on 2020. So the movie, yes, guys, this video, I want to talk about one of my old favorite animatronic killer movies. Of course, that movie is Willy's Wonderland. I have the DVD right here. I got it around I think April 2021, and this is by far the best movie I watched that year. This is actually one of my personal favorites, and it's just really, really good. So if you've never seen this movie before, go watch it. And you might even say these exact words, because this is what a lot of people have been saying when they saw this movie. It's better than the FNAF movie. Yes, guys. People are saying that this movie right here, which is clearly a ripoff of Five Nights at Freddy's, people are saying the ripoff is better than the actual movie game. And you would be right. Because if you go to freaking Rotten Tomatoes, the movie has 60% on Rotten Tomatoes. While meanwhile, why is my flashlight on? While meanwhile, the original movie has 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. Of course, 33 means it's low, but 60 means it's high. Like, it's in the tomato category. Like, look at this. Seriously. 60% tomato meter and 76% of popcorn meter. That is actually a really good that's actually a really good rating right there. Of course, the FNAF movie also got a good popcorn meter, but it didn't have a good audience. It didn't have a good tomato score. Of course, lots of critics hated the FNAF movie, because it wasn't accurate to the games. I thought the movie was really good, but the sequel just tops the cake. But we're not talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. We're talking about Willy's Wonderland. So, obviously, Willy's Wonderland came out in February of 2021, and like I said before, this movie is the top movies of that year. I loved it, and I thought it was really, really good. So, the movie is about our main character, who is only referred to as the janitor. He is literally silent the entire movie. Honestly, I have no clue why, but Nicolas Cage did say in an interview that he liked it. He didn't have to talk for the rest of the movie, and he exactly said that he loves things that are absurd. Okay, so the movie starts with him. Actually, no, the movie actually really begins with the commercial or ad for Willy's Wonderland. Animatronics, birthday parties, and overall come on down and have a great time. And so it cuts to these two people who are a married couple. They're wearing Willy's Wonderland T-shirts, which I'm still currently waiting for mine, but it's been 5 years. It might take a while, but I'll wait. I'll try to get one. So it shows these two people running down the hallway being chased by something until the man gets tripped and gets dragged away by something. The woman gets to the lobby and sees a little girl cowering on the ground, and then it gets killed off screen and her blood splatters on the TV. And it cuts to Nicolas Cage being a badass in his supercar. It cuts to the title card, shows the cast members. It shows him driving down the road. I don't know. Wait, I know that Willy's Wonderland takes place. Where does Willy's Wonderland take place in? Some people are saying that it takes place in the. Yeah, it takes place in obviously. Let me try to get this straight. So he drives to a small town of Hayesville, Nevada. I saw a lot of people saying that it took place somewhere else or for some reason, but I do know that the movie was filmed in Georgia because it says Georgia at the end of the credits. But the movie takes place in Nevada. So Nicolas Cage is driving his supercar through Nevada until his tires get spiked by some odd reason. He gets out and sees that there were spikes strangely on the road. And so he gets his punch-up drink, I love that he drinks so many energy drinks in this movie. It's like people having a monster energy addiction. But this guy just drinks punch energy drinks all day long. He drinks like 10 bottles. He drinks 10 pops a day. I don't know how. My dad doesn't even allow that. But anyway, guys, so he drinks a bunch of pop. He waits like all day, but finally a tow truck comes in and shows up and picks him up. Of course, Nicolas Cage doesn't say anything because he's like not talking for the rest of the movie. But we then cut to this girl named I forgot her name. Leah? I think her name was Leah. Oh, Liv. Liv. But so it cuts to this girl named Liv who is trying to burn the pizzeria. I'm still calling it a pizzeria because I'm just mad. It must be it's a kid's restaurant. So it cuts to Liv trying to burn down Willy's Wonderland. Spoiler alert, she actually used to be the girl that was in the beginning of the intro who was cowering because her parents used to be janitors there, but were killed by, of course, the animatronics. Sorry. So then she's trying to burn down the pizzeria, but then the sheriff of police, I forgot her name, but she's probably an unrecognizable actor. So I'm trying to remember. I haven't seen this movie in a while, but Sheriff Lund. Sheriff Lund takes Liv back to her trailer for some reason because it turns out that Sheriff Lund adopted Liv a couple years ago when she was just a kid, and she's been living with her ever since. So it's kind of like her stepmom. So then it cuts to the janitor finally at like this little like shop area, and it turns out that there is no credit cards working here, and that the whole town's out of service. And there's a bunch of missing posters of random adults who have strangely gone missing. And so yeah, we're now in Hayesville, home of Willy's Wonderland. And so Nicolas Cage, or the janitor, gets the job at Willy's Wonderland to clean the place. And so he'll get his car fixed in the morning. He'll get the cash, and he'll be on his way. So he starts working, and he meets the animatronics. I think there's 8 of them. There's like a whole bunch of them. So the animatronic, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out all animatronic names. So then stop saying so, Cooper. So the animatronics names are Willy the Weasel, the leader, Artie Alligator, Gus Gorilla, Ozzy Ostrich, which I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of the song band leader Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Ostrich. Also, rest in peace, by the guy. Siren Sarah, Tito Turtle, Nighty Night, and Cammy Chameleon. So there's 8 animatronics, and we don't know the backstory yet, but these animatronics are actually possessed by old serial killers who used to work at Willy's. And they would like lure victims to the back room, which were families, and he would kill them in brutal ways. Eventually, the FBI stepped in and tried to arrest them. But disclaimer warning for this part of the video. Unfortunately, I don't know why I say unfortunately, but fortunately, the killers took their own lives. But unfortunately, they did a ritual which transferred their souls into the animatronics. And so whoever works the night shift here, they would get killed because Sheriff Lund and the town made a deal with the animatronics that we will feed you these people, these outsiders who enter our town, and you will get a delicious feast for some reason. So it turns out that Sheriff Lund and the town were actually the villains all along, and they would bring in guests from outsiders to bring them to this restaurant and have them get killed by the animatronics, which one of them used to be Liv's parents. And that's why Liv was trying to burn the place down, because she wants revenge for her parents that were killed all those years ago. And so we meet Liv's friends. So we meet Liv's friends, and Nicolas Cage is just doing his job cleaning the place. So there's Liv, there is Aaron, there is Dan, there is Chris. I'm trying to figure out. I know there was one of them named Kathy. I don't know. Sorry. Oh yeah, Kathy, Aaron, Dan, Chris, and there's also another guy, I remember. I forgot. Great. So yes, guys, so Liv and her friends go to save Nicolas Cage because they know the true story about the pizzeria and of how the animatronics murdering these people, and so they need to burn this place down and stop this once and for all. Because once they burn it down, the town won't have to do anything anymore, and Willy's and the animatronics will be destroyed. But unfortunately, Liv's friends unfortunately get killed, and it's insane. But yes, guys, you probably think that, the movie's about the janitor and Liv hiding from these robots, and they have to survive the night at Willy's. But no, if you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Nicolas Cage goes badass on those robots. He beats the ostrich down with a broken mop stick. He literally curve stomps Tito. He curve stomps Gutty. He curb stomps the gorilla. He literally decapitates the knight. He literally grabs something inside the alligator's mouth and pulls it out because obviously they're animatronics, and that causes him to get destructive. Um, Tito gets run over by his car at the end of the movie. I'm trying to remember the rest. Siren Sarah, she just gets exploded at the end. Cammy Chameleon, she dies. Yeah, so basically the animatronics get absolutely demolished by Nicolas Cage in different ways. My favorite animatronic murder will have to be the ostrich, Ozzy Ostrich. Not only was she my favorite, but I just like the fact of how cool she looked, and I love that in the behind the scenes that she wasn't an animatronic and that she was actually a puppet. That screen people will hold her and that control the eyes and that they control the mouth. It's so cool. I love how hard movies go for their movies. I love when they do that. So, spoilers alert, Nicolas Cage and Liv survive the night. Sheriff Lund and along with a different guy, another police officer, come up to try to stop Nicolas Cage, but Sheriff Lund gets her waist sliced off and Tito Turtle kills the other police officer, and so Nicolas Cage has an absolute battle with Willy, which causes his head to get decapitated, and Willy is no good. It's no good! And so Willy is done for, and eventually, there is a funny part where that pizzeria is absolutely wrecked. There's blood everywhere. There's animatronic goo everywhere. The place is covered in confetti. But then when the owner and the shop worker shows up, the pizzeria is cleaned up. Bro, Nicolas Cage will do anything to get his car fixed. But yes, guys, Nicolas Cage survives the night. He gets his keys to his car, which his car is now fixed. Liv shows up, and I'm pretty sure that Nicolas Cage is just going to look after her because, of course, her adoptive mom, the villain, is now dead. Speaking of which, what did Nicolas Cage even do with the bodies? I have no clue. They're probably still inside. But actually, no, they're not, because literally a minute later, Siren Sarah grabs a lighter that the owner threw away because he failed to light up his cigarette and explodes the car, killing the mechanic along with the owner, and explodes her back, and along with that the pizzeria explodes, causing the end of the movie. And then so Liv and Nicolas Cage drive into the sunset, and so Tito, which was on top of the sheriff's car and what killed the other cop, is like holding his arm because obviously he just got run through hell because Liv beat him with the shotgun. And so Liv is like, holy shit, and then gets run over by a car. And that's the end of the movie. Guys, so yeah, guys, that was basically a whole plot of Willy's Wonderland. I don't know if any of you remember this movie, but this movie was obviously one of my top favorite movies of 2021. I haven't watched it in a while now, but I might will. But here, guys, here's the Blu-ray, here's the back. It's not new. I got it back a couple years ago. Look, this is what it says on the back. It's birthday time. A quiet loner, Nicolas Cage, finds himself stranded in a remote town when his car breaks down. Unable to pay for the repair he needs, he agrees to spend the night cleaning Willy's Wonderland, an abandoned family fun center, but this Wonderland has a dark secret that the janitor is about to discover. He soon finds himself trapped inside Willy's and locked in an epic battle with the possessed animatronic mascots that roam the halls. To survive, he must fight his way through each of them. And here's the bonus features. There's Inside the Fun, the making of Willy's Wonderland, set tour with Christian Del Grosso, the actor for Aaron, Colorful Darkness and the Demon Artrons, the production design of Willy's Wonderland, and then there's one called Fresh Meat, which is just the cast, and character and production design artwork galleries. And on the back, we got Liv beating Tito Turtle, and then on the pictures, we got Nicolas Cage getting attacked by Willy, because that was during a part. You got Liv in the Siren Sarah forest, and then a photo of Nicolas Cage attacking the gorilla. So yeah, guys, that was my synopsis of Willy's Wonderland, which is a ripoff of Five Nights at Freddy's, but people are saying it's ultimately better than the actual FNAF movie. Speaking of freaking the Banana Splits movie, which a movie I have seen before, maybe I'll make a review about that. Or even that Halloween short film, The Hug. Seriously, The Hug, Willy's Wonderland, and the Banana Splits, those people are calling those 3 movies even better than the 2 FNAF movies. Do you agree with them or do you not? But anyway, guys, that was my synopsis of Willy's Wonderland, a movie about killer animatronics with Nicolas Cage, and by far a really good movie that I don't hear people talk about that much, because I'm pretty sure it's been forgotten, so, yeah. Here's the cover. It shows the cover, Nicolas Cage, and then the animatronics, and join the party. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. That was my synopsis of Willy's Wonderland. Go watch Willy's Wonderland if you haven't. You will love it, and I did have a great time with it too. And I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a great rest of your day. Go watch Willy's Wonderland. Bye-bye.